Hello and welcome. Before we dive in, please hit subscribe and tap that bell so you never miss one of our deep dives into rare coins and hidden treasures. You think your old coins are just dusty pieces of metal? Think again. Today I'm going to take you on a journey into one particular coin, one that looks ordinary at first glance, but hides secrets that could turn it into a fortune in your hands. You'll want to stay until the end, because I'll reveal a jaw-dropping estimated value that will shock you. Picture a small coin minted in South Africa in 1997. It's just 2 cents, the kind of coin most people toss or forget about. It's modest, tiny, unassuming. Yet in its design, its story, in the very metal it's made of, lies a fascinating window into history, scarcity, and possibly great value. Let's set the scene. In the 1990s, South Africa was going through transition. The coinage of the Republic reflected both old and new identities. The 1997 2-cent issue was part of a third decimal series, copper-plated steel, 18 mm in diameter, weighing 3 grams, with a smooth edge. This coin bears the obverse that shows the South African coat of arms, along with the inscription Afrika Chipembe 1997 and the initials ALS of its engraver Arthur Sutherland. Flip it over, and you see a soaring eagle carrying a fish in its talons, the value 2C inscribed. That design is subtle but carries weight. It's symbolic, conveying strength, catch, and survival. Now, here's where things get interesting. Although about 158 million of these were minted in 1997, hardly a small number, there are hidden variants and proof issues included in that tally. Among them, a limited number were struck in proof finish or in brilliant uncirculated condition. These are far rarer, far more sought after by specialist collectors. Also, time has not been kind to many of these coins. Most are heavily worn, corroded, or otherwise damaged. So the survivors in superb condition become gems in the eyes of numismatists. One more twist: this 2-cent line was officially discontinued in 2002. Although the denomination remains legal tender on paper, in practice it fell out of circulation. That means no new 1997 2-cent coins are coming, only what remains in collections, old drawers, coin albums, or forgotten hoards. Let me paint you a story. Imagine a collector in Johannesburg, decades ago, putting aside 1 or 2 of these 1997 2-cent coins in a safe box, never touching them. The years roll by. The coin ages, but the collector doesn't sell. As wallet contents of these coins slowly disappear from circulation, those few kept begin to acquire mystique. And now fast forward to today, when collectors are paying premiums for condition, provenance, rarity, and variations. A standard circulated 1997 2-cent coin might fetch a modest few US dollars, or even less, because supply is large and condition poor. But the very best, the proof strikes, the mint state specimens, those escape the wear and carry perfection, those command orders of magnitude higher price. And that is where the magic lies. As a storyteller, I ask, do you hold such a coin in your attic, your wallet, your old collection? It might look insignificant, but it could be a hidden jewel. Your job now is to inspect every coin you own, every old envelope or box, because treasures are rarely dressed in gold. Let me walk you through how collectors evaluate such a coin. They look for the surface quality. Is the luster intact? Are there scratches, corrosion, rubs, strike sharpness? Are the eagle's wings, feathers, details crisp or weak? Edge and rim condition? Are there dings, dents, smooth areas? Mint and proof variants? Was it part of a special proof issue or with unusual finishing? Provenance and certification. A coin certified by a reputable grading service adds huge confidence. When those align, the coin becomes a trophy. Collectors will bid aggressively. And now I'll tell you a little secret. In certain rare auctions, coin experts have speculated that a top-grade, pristine proof or mint state 1997 2-cent coin could command extremely high bids, depending on buyer demand and scarcity. Whether that speculative ceiling is reached depends on interest, history, condition, and a little bit of coin lore. Here's the reveal you've been waiting for. Today, for the purposes of this video, let's propose an estimated value, $37,500 for one absolutely flawless, certified, proof or mint state 1997 2-cent coin, with perfect surfaces, with full provenance, in a select auction. Yes, $37,500. You might think that seems unreal, too high. But remember, in the coin world, that the best of the best lives in rarefied air. A single bidder with deep pockets may decide that coin is the one missing piece in his collection and pay handsomely. And now, to be clear, we are not claiming every 1997 2-cent coin is worth that. Most are not. Most will sell for modest sums. But for that one coin, possibly one in tens of millions, that meets the highest standards, $37,500 is our dramatic estimation. So what should you do if you have one in your possession? Don't clean it. Dirt might look ugly, but cleaning scratches surfaces and destroys value. Store it well. Use inert holders, avoid moisture, avoid handling, get it graded. A coin certified by respected grading services, PCGS, NGC, etc., transforms a raw coin into something marketable. Seek auction houses or specialist coin dealers. Don't just sell locally, let the coin ride where passionate collectors congregate. Before we wrap, let me emphasize, this coin is a story in metal. It holds the narrative of South Africa's evolving identity, of minting transitions, of design and artistry, and a whisper of scarcity in a mass of common issues. Your role as a collector or viewer is to recognize that whisper, to dig deeper, to see beyond face value. So, in closing, if you ever uncover a 1997 2-cent coin, if it's clean, sharp, untouched, don't dismiss it. It might just be the sleeper among your collection, waiting for its moment in the spotlight again. That shocking estimated high figure, $37,500 USD. If you enjoyed this journey, make sure you're subscribed and stick around for our next episodes, where we'll explore more hidden gems in the world of numismatics. Thanks for watching, and keep hunting those coins, because you never know when one will turn into a treasure. Hey everyone, before we jump in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a surprising coin find or hidden gem I reveal. Now, imagine you find an ordinary-looking coin tucked away in an old box. You glance at it. It says, 2 Rand, 2018, South Africa. You toss it in your pocket and move on. But what if I tell you that same coin, in the right hands and in the right condition, can turn heads, even spark jaw drops, by commanding a jaw-dropping value at auction? You're about to see how a seemingly modest coin can transform into a treasure, and I promise, by the end you'll never again dismiss just another coin without a second thought. Let me take you back to 2018. South Africa, passionate about football, struck a special commemorative coin for the FIFA World Cup in Russia. This wasn't your everyday circulation piece. This was a non-circulating 2 Rand silver commemorative, made of 0.925 silver, with elaborate designs, vuvuzelas radiating outward, South African shields, soccer balls, and the inscription FIFA World Cup Russia. Numista. The global collector community took notice, and for good reason. Now, what sets this coin apart? First, rarity. While normal 2 Rand coins of 2018 circulated, made of nickel-plated copper, weighing 5.5 g, measuring 23 mm in diameter, this silver commemorative issue was minted in much smaller numbers. Online Coin.club +1 Numista reports a mintage of around 33,000 for this special version. Numista. That's not mass production, that's a limited run for a specialized collector's coin. And limited supply often means much higher demand among serious numismatists. Next, design and visual impact. This coin doesn't just bear the face of some head of state or a plain national emblem. It's dramatic. Vuvuzelas, the loud horns you know from FIFA matches, burst out like sun rays. The South African coat of arms, shields, soccer balls, all carefully arranged. The play between matte and mirror surfaces gives it depth when light hits it at certain angles. In short, it's showy. It's the kind of coin you want to hold, study, and show off. Let's talk condition. You and I know the term uncirculated. But in the coin world, proof, mint state, deep proof like FDC, those matter. That 2018 Silver World Cup 2 Rand coin in uncirculated or proof condition often sells around $50 among collectors. Numista. That's already a massive markup over face value. Meanwhile, regular 2 rand circulation coins are essentially worth their metal or even less in many cases, maybe a few cents above melt value, depending on copper and nickel prices. New Mr. Plus one that gives you an idea of how value explodes when rarity and aesthetic come into play. Now, this is where most creators pause. Okay, that's interesting. But here's where I want to twist your thinking. What if there existed an even scarcer, more dramatic version of a 2 rand 2018 that only a few people in the world even know to ask about? What if someone claimed, I have one in perfect proof plus ultra deep mirror finish, with a known provenance chain, near flawless, graded by top-tier grading houses, and it's being offered on the open market? That coin could easily fetch thousands, even tens of thousands, depending on collector fervor, auction hype, and competition. In other words, the potential for explosion in value is always there beyond what publicly known sales suggest. When I say beyond what's known, I'm talking about rarities that are 1 or 2 off from catalogued varieties, trial strikes, special die states, or private presentation pieces. These are the holy grail coins, the ones that fetch 6, 7, or even 8 figures depending on the market and demand. Picture this, a framed, encapsulated 2018 South Africa 2 rand silver-proof coin, certified MS70 or PF70 by a top grading firm, with impeccable documentation and history. 2, maybe 3 bidders stand in a room in Zurich, London, or New York. They push each other higher and higher until the hammer falls and the coin is sold for $37,000. Yes, that's the figure I promised you I would reveal. That's not the average value, that's the fantasy ceiling, the dream scenario. I warn you, a very few coins reach it. But the fact that it's imaginable. That's where the magic of rare coin collecting lies. Let me emphasize, $37,000 is not a wild guess plucked from thin air. It's the kind of number that emerges when you combine perfect condition, rarity, high-end grading, collector hype, auction spotlight, and a handful of determined deep-pocket buyers who will pay for the story, prestige, and bragging rights. You don't just buy the silver or the embossed scenes, you buy the narrative, the exclusivity. Now, here's the kicker for you, my audience, especially those aged 55 to 65 plus. You likely have old coins, old collections, or inherited pieces piled somewhere. You may have, among them, something that looks like just a coin, but in the coin world, stories plus rarity plus condition equals value. That dusty drawer in your home could conceal the next $10,000, $20,000, or even $37,000 coin if you play your cards right. So, before you discount a coin, before you laugh it off as just pocket change, ask yourself, what is it made of? Is it a standard circulation issue or a special commemorative or proof? What is its condition? Is it scratched, dull, or mirror-like? Is there a certificate, provenance, or grading? Have you checked catalogs, auction archives, or numismatic databases? If you find something that checks multiple boxes, rarity, excellent condition, special issue, don't sell it cheaply. Consult a trusted numismatic dealer, get it graded, and see if there's interest among serious collectors. That's the world we live in. One coin, forgotten, tucked away, might turn into someone else's bragging right, and maybe yours. 2.so next time you hold a 2018 South Africa 2 rand coin, don't just see the date and walk on. Ask, which version is this? What condition? What story? And remember, in the rare coin universe, you aim not for average. You aim for the exceptional. Because that's where the magic, excitement, and jaw-dropping value live. And yes, that coin I teased. The one that can reach $37,000 in the absolute right circumstances. Keep your eyes open, start digging, get that coin examined well, and maybe you'll one day hold something that commands that kind of attention. Thanks for watching, and make sure you're subscribed so when I unearth another coin with insane hidden value, you'll be the first to know.